We're back on the phone that I like. I just much prefer this one. I don't know why. I know it's fiddly, but I just feel like this phone is giving us the captures, and I feel like the quality, the way the phone is made, is just right for how we want to be capturing these UAPs. So I'm going with it. You see what I mean by the ridges on the roof? Like we're actually seeing a proper roof. There's no steps in the tiles or anything. And you know, this is a 12-year-old phone, so just goes to show, doesn't it? While I'm here, I'm going to just actually share this on the Facebook group, alright, so that we can get some people gathered up for a bit of banter. Let's get a picture of one of my captures on there. Why not? Where's that come out looking at that for? Copy. Paste. There we go. You can barely hear me, Martin. Turn your volume up, buddy. No, I don't know, mate. It could be my phone. It could be that I was just talking in the wrong direction. I can hear it on my telly there, so it's coming through my TV. Just double check your volume, mate. Sweet, man, and I appreciate your support as well. Oh, I buggered up the focus now for messing with the volume. Yeah, we need to band together here. Anyone that's on this Dragon UAP thing, that they know it's real. We need to. Oh, there you go. Look, there you go. Look, action. I told you, changing this phone makes a difference. I'm telling you guys. Yeah, I've literally just, mate, I told you this phone's better. 100%. It's a strange thing because the Motorola is about 5 years old and the Samsung's about 12 years old. Probably even further down the line, to be honest. We just need some decent radar hits. That's what we need. Awesome. In which case I will watch my language. Yeah, look, it's not the most entertaining watch in the world, but when you start seeing the UAP, it becomes a bit of a addiction almost. Is his name Ben, or are you calling me Ben? He's 25, that's alright then. He's probably seen the worst of it by now. Awesome, Martin. Nice to meet you, Ben. Thanks for watching, mate. And yeah, Martin, look, metal detecting's an awesome thing, actually. Me and my dad used to do it when I was younger, and I was really into that. But also, we were both believers in UFOs as well, funnily enough. So, yeah, God rest his soul. It was actually, without trying to sound too nuts, it was my dad's death that prompted me to do this, to be honest with you. I actually started the channel and the Facebook group in his name, so I used to go under the alias name Bob Cosmo, and that was my dad's name, my dad's first and last name, Bob Cosmo. And he always said that UFOs are real, and I used to give him a hard time when I was growing up because he'd be driving his car and he wouldn't be looking in the front of the road, you know, he'd be looking in the sky, and it used to drive me insane. And I used to think to myself, why is he always looking everywhere else except the bloody road? And then as I got older, I realised that, oh, there you go, UAP. Let me just double check. It wasn't quite as fast. No, it wasn't a UAP. It was a bird. It was a bird, folks. Yeah, I thought it wasn't quite as fast, and it wasn't. It was just a magpie gliding past the bloody camera. Anyway, yeah. So carrying on with the story. He saw a Tic Tac UFO in the 50s, and he's always been eyes in the sky since then, you know. But of course, back then they didn't have camera phones; they only had their eyeballs. So he's always looking, and bloody hell, he nearly had a few accidents because of that passion of his. But do you know what? I'll bugger it. I'll tell you guys the story. So not December last year, but December 2023. My auntie in Philadelphia called my mum in Swindon, Wiltshire, and she started going ballistic on the phone. You know, something's happened to Bob. Something's going to happen to Bob. She was accusing my mum of keeping a secret from her, that something had happened to her husband, right? My dad. And my mum sat there going, why are you panicking down the phone to me? Like, but I can see Bob is outside right now cutting the grass. Like, he's fine. And then 3 days later, he had a heart attack. Okay, so something did happen to my dad, and he's never been in hospital for much before. You know, only stuff when he was younger. But unfortunately, he passed away. Right, he didn't make. He died on the operating table, and whilst I was sort of grieving, I couldn't get out of my head that my auntie actually predicted that something was going to happen to my dad, and she's in America and my dad's in England, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here, right? So it prompted me to start looking into NDEs, the UFO phenomena again, because I had been doing research the previous years anyway, and yeah, turns out UFOs are real, and okay, and the research just started. All the evidence just started landing on my lap the moment I started the channel, to be honest with you. And I've had some amazing stuff that's been sent in, and it's changed my life, completely changed my life. So this was last year. So my dad passed away in January last year on the operating table. He had a heart attack in December, so it was all over Christmas. But it took me until about March, and then I started considering making the channel. And then, but by July I'd done it, you know. Well, actually, no, by April, May, June. I think by June I'd done it, but then my channel got taken down. Yeah, that's right, they took my channel down. And I had about 210 subscribers. They took it down, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to start this up again, because there is some truth to be had in this subject. So I started it again, you know, UndercoverETuk, and just stuck UK on the end and started it again. And then 2 months later, you won't believe it, they reinstated my old channel. So now I've got UndercoverET and I've got UndercoverET UK. Don't know what to do with the other channel, by the way, but it's there. And so the story begins, you know, I'm here, I've actually quit my job. Wasn't a good move financially at all. It's putting pressure on me, to be honest, but I couldn't do my job and do my research, and there's not enough hours in the day to go home. Basically, my job was start work at 10:30, get to my area for midday, work my nuts off, and get back at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. There's no chance I could have done any videos for the channel and done my job, and I had to pick one or the other. So I worked as hard as I could on the channel up until, so from the summer of last year until December Christmas time, and then I handed my notice in with my current employer, which I'm no longer employed. So yeah, I gave myself 6 months to build myself up, and then I stopped work. But ultimately, I've taken about £40,000 pay cut, and I've lost my car. So a little bit of sacrifice, just a little bit. Yeah, maybe, yeah. The mainstream do take the eyes away from what's really important, don't they? You know, so maybe. I'll definitely be in shadow banned anyway. I know there was a bit of hype with the drones and stuff over November, December, but I was getting like 16k views on some videos, and now I'm only getting around the 500 mark. So it's a bit of a difference, you know, from when I stopped work. I felt like I'd be doing all right, and then it didn't happen. Sod's law, isn't it? But it's all right. I might have to look for a part-time job in a couple of weeks to try and make ends meet, and that will only just be paying my bills. You know, there'll be no money to do anything with. Oh, Polo, you don't have to, Polo. Honestly, I appreciate it, but I'd much rather you just record, send me in the evidence, and obviously you subscribe, you watch the videos anyway. That's all you need to do. But thank you so much. I never ask, you know, like some channels they say, you know, if you want to support me, send me a coffee or something. I never ask, because everyone works hard for their money. If you guys just view my videos, even the adverts that are in between, and just watch them. Don't even have to watch them. If you're busy at work and if you want to help me out, just play my video all the way through, and that will help me enough. Honestly, that will help me out so much. Why does it say message was deleted by UndercoverET UK? I didn't delete that message on the super chat. Does that come up? Deleted by UndercoverET there, Polar, in the super chat message. I didn't delete it. I loved it. I put a heart there, but I didn't delete it. Oh, okay, it says on my screen, message deleted by UndercoverET UK. Well, I don't really understand why it says that. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. By the way, tonight, guys, we've got Tic Tac UFOs. So tonight's topic is all about the pencils and the Tic Tacs. We see enough of them, so I thought I'd dedicate a video to it, to be honest. Sun's back out now, guys. Maybe, just maybe, we can tempt a few birds and insects out, and then the UAP will tag those, and we will end up with some action. That guy's intercom at the back end there, it's mad. Like, he presses the button and it's like, hello! And he can share, like, their conversations are shared with, like, neighbourhoods, I'm telling you. Are you Baz? Yeah. I looked at the one, was it in Avebury? Somewhere in the UK, the crop circles was recorded, and you could see like orb-like objects moving around, seemingly creating this crop circle. And it was quite dark and it wasn't very good quality, so it's hard to say. But I was looking for the hockey pucks underneath the plasma, because I wonder if it's those things, if it's the hockey pucks that are actually making the crop circles, you know. Maybe I should just get some grass, put it out there, and just, I don't know, there is grass down there actually. Maybe I should ask them to just do a mini crop circle down there. That would be amazing. That would be amazing, you know. If I could literally say, look, I need you to make a crop circle right here. That would be amazing. And when I say there's grass down there, like if I was to point my camera directly down where my car parking space is, there's a little bit of grass right next to it. Enough to do like a little circle or something. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, they definitely try and send a message, or they I don't know what the purpose is. Again, like, I honestly feel like they just ignore us, and I feel like all the communication they do using crop circles and stuff is for them. Honestly, like, I think they know that they can evade us, and therefore they're not interested in us at the moment. They're interested in what they're doing. When it's ready to, when it's time to disclose, then they will show more interest. But I think for now it's kind of they're just flirting with the idea of us knowing, and there's a lot of stuff that they're doing that they're just getting on with, you know, on a day to day without taking us into consideration. They're just doing it. It's a shame, eh? It's a shame. Yep. Yeah. I think like if intelligence groups know you know too much, that they will deal with you, and you won't be seen again. Mm-hmm. You get too close to the truth, and things happen. The Men in Black, yeah. Yep. I've done a video on the Men in Black, by the way. So, guys, just for your information, if you go onto my channel and just click videos, and then click the search bar there, just put in keywords: Men in Black, Egypt, uh, Texas, and it will show you the videos that I've done for those places or for that topic or whatever. 200 plus videos on the channel there, so there's a lot to go through, but it's all legit stuff. 99% legit stuff. Yeah, yeah. I feel like too many people know, you know, and the more we share this kind of, the more people are convinced by my footage, and Robert's footage, and John at Latchkeys, and a few others. If we convince people, it'll just grow and grow and grow because they're everywhere. You can't put it back in. The crash retrievals, the secrets they're hiding, that stuff all comes out eventually. You know, it doesn't stay secret forever. It's like a lie. If you tell a lie, the lie will stay out there for a long time if you're really good at lying, but eventually it comes out. And I believe that's the case. Even, honestly, like there'll be some religions, not mentioning in any particular one, but there'll be some religions that eventually it will come out that that was a complete lie, you know. And however long it takes, I don't know, but it will happen. So yeah, that's just my take on it. I feel like it's inevitable, isn't it? It's a matter of time. Even if the ETs are waiting for us to evolve to a certain level of acceptancy, that is also guaranteed to happen. You know, can't really get away from that. The Vatican know about it, yep. Have done for many years. I mean, look, the moment the Vatican got their own telescope, right, that should have been a red flag right there. Hang on. We've got people of faith, people that believe in God and use faith for their belief, you know. And here they are with a telescope. What's going on there, you know? That people don't connect the dots. They just, you know, they just accept what they're told and that's it. And yeah, it's terrible, eh? So the Vatican are going to have a lead role in this disclosure business because, let's be honest, they are the only spiritual entity on this planet, you know, that's close to what we're talking about. And so, of course, they're going to have a lead role to play, and people are going to look to Pope Francis and other people within the religious sector. But there will be a lot of people in the religious sector that do not believe or do not even know about these objects. So, trust me, when this comes out, don't go giving time to people that suddenly believe suddenly preach, because there's going to be a lot of nutters out there jumping all over this. And then there'll be the scaremongers as well, you know. They're aliens, they're here to get us, they're going to get us, you know, they're going to destroy everything. Oh, the tremor, you know. Typical BBC News stuff. And yes, it would be nice if the Russian war did stop, so people were stop gluing themselves to the TV. But here's the thing: they will only stop reporting on the Russian war when they've got something else to show. You know, uh, whether it be that they throw someone under the bus that they used to work with that's done something tragic and horrible, like I don't know, like these celebrities now that are coming out. You know, just it's only a matter of time before truth comes out, and these A-listers get bombarded by the press. You know, it's going to happen. You could say the age of disclosure is disclosure of everything, not just in non-human intelligence, but the corruption. You know, you could say it's going to be everything, and it all, you know, if you follow the rabbit hole, it all points to the same direction, which is top secrets and intelligence. Whichever way you look at it, whether it be a paedophile ring or a top 100 company, it all leads to intelligence and money and tech and the goal of being ahead of the curve. Yeah, you could say that. Tragic. It's tragic, isn't it? It is quite tragic that the world works like this, and we have to deal with these politicians and without getting into political views, because I have none. My political view is simply they're a bunch of liars and they can't be trusted. Across the board. Across the board. Even Trump, like I like Trump, I like the fact that he's going to clean up his country and try and stop the war. But do I trust him? No, I do not. You know? It's a bit like Keir Starmer at the moment. Don't trust that buffoon either. I tell you what though, guys, the worst one out of them all is Jimmy's Fixer, yeah. But honestly, the worst one out of them all, the most corrupt son of a gun out of all of them, and this is it's a surprise to some, but not to most. George W. effing Bush, mate. He is just unbelievably brazen, unbelievably protected. That guy can commit some heinous crimes and just get away with it, and no one will blink an eyelid, you know. And if they do, God help them. But yeah, the Bush administration was the worst of the lot, and I remember the Blair administration was in charge here in the UK. and I lost my best mate in Afghanistan. I was going to go out there myself. My dad told me not to join the army just in time, but 2 years later, a bunch of my mates that did join was called out to war to find these weapons of mass destruction, which didn't exist, of course. They didn't exist. And it was just another lie from the intelligence groups to start a war, to fund missiles, to make money. It was nothing to do with weapons of mass destruction. And yet, you know, like 9/11 sparked that, you know, it sparked the whole terrorist attack thing and all of that. 9/11 in itself is questionable. I know it sounds crazy, but 9/11 in itself was questionable. And you all saw the face on Bush's, you all saw the face that Bush had when he was talking to them children conveniently in a safe place away from the White House and anywhere else, in a very public place, you know, doing a really good thing, talking to children in public school at 7:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, you know. I think it was 8:30, right? He was at the school for 8:30 in the morning? Right, okay. Yeah. And you saw his face when he got given the news. I've been a salesman for 20 years. 20 years. And when I saw his face, I went, Jesus Christ, he's hiding something. He's a killer. He's a killer, mate. Yeah. And, you know, not only, yeah, it sparked it off in the US, but we lost people here in the UK after that, you know, transpired and everyone went to war and tried to stop the terrorists. We lost people, you know. And I remember Tony Blair, who was in charge of the UK at the time, about 4 years ago, he was having a press conference in London, and he was apologising for the intelligence being wrong. And I tell you what, I nearly got in my car and drove down there, and I was going to punch him straight in the head, because my best mate died for him, and there he is apologising that the intelligence was wrong. It was a hard pill to swallow, honestly, hard pill to swallow. And I still swear to this day, if I see Tony Blair, he's not going home that night. He is not going home that night. He's a killer. And I don't accept it. Don't accept it. Let's hope he doesn't come to Chippenham, eh? And I know I ain't going to see Blair ever again, so, you know, whatever. Yeah. His apology on TV was disgusting. It was disgusting. I was flipping lids over it, you know. And the worst thing is, my best mate, his family, and I can guarantee you this, would have just been nodding along. You know, our son died as a hero, and I was at the funeral. 500 people rushed into the church for his funeral, and it was all, he's a hero, he's a hero, he's a hero. No, he died in vain. And I didn't say it there and then. I just kept my mouth shut and grieved over my mate. But he died in vain. There was no reason for him to be there. Yeah. And yeah, unfortunately, and it sounds crazy, you're probably thinking, why am I telling this story? And what's it got to do with UAP? It's got everything to do with UAP, okay? It's always about the technology, it's always about the power trip and who can get the most power. And if the war wasn't about UAP, the money that they were making is to fund the research for this UAP stuff, okay? It's to fund contractors. They just ultimately needed to invest money to make money, and also to get the right technology out. So, yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if there were some high profile people just flying around the world in some kind of like object that we see in the sky. Wouldn't surprise me at all. If anyone ever saw the Cambridgeshire video, and I pulled out that, I took a screen snippet of that pod. No, sorry, not Cambridgeshire. Surrey. It was taken by Alex, and it's a bird that gets tagged by a UAP. And I took a screenshot of the UAPs, zoomed in, did an enhancement, and no word of a lie, right? It looks like someone with a Donald Trump shaped body is sat in there. I kid you not. Now, I'm not saying it's Donald Trump, but I'm just saying it looks to me like there are beings in these objects. And we saw that one in Cardiff as well, and that was clear as you like. A girl or someone with long hair just looking out the window. Blur to clear AI will not add images to the imagery. So this is what I'm saying. It's just impossible. These things have pilots. These pilots can be humanoids because we've got the technology. You know, these contractors have the technology, and that's what's worrying. You know, they could just be in their bunker, decide to go for a drive one day, and they could end up halfway around the world in no time. You know, on free energy, while we're all paying for planes to get. You know, we're training pilots, we're spending fuel, burning fuel, and having accidents. We don't need to be. Yeah, they're never alone, Martin. Never alone. So if that's an interesting story in itself. Like if ever I saw some evidence of something like weird, I would always look for the Dragon UAP or dumbbell type UFO around it because that's sure confirmation that this thing is being protected. You know, it's got its recon vehicles there, and I've seen loads of different like videos of from different countries, and I've got no idea who took the video, but I've analysed it and I've seen these hockey pucks just surrounding the saucers, and I'm like, yeah, that's shit, that's legit. But no one would ever think it was legit because they don't know what they're looking for. You know, they just look at it and go, oh, that could be CGI. Moving on. But it could all be CGI, couldn't it? You know, but I know for a fact the hockey pucks I'm taking out of this window aren't CGI because I'm catching them on a live feed. Kind of takes that out of the equation, doesn't it? Slowly my subscribers are going down as well, folks. I've lost 6 subscribers in 2 days. 6 subscribers in 2 days, and it's down to the shadow banning. It's also down to the video I put out a few weeks ago where I called out a few people. But I'm not fussed. These are people that aren't really watching the channel anyway, so whatever. But I can see it. I see the metrics, you know. I can see where the channel's going. The closer I get to the truth, the more the numbers diminish. And it kind of, you can see why people like to show BS, can't you? You can kind of see why people end up showing CGI and AI because it's just entertaining and people would want to watch it and they're not going to get shadow banned, you know? Where did you see it, Polar? Tell me where you saw it. Oh yeah. Oh, there we just have another one then. Thanks, Gordon. It's in our hands, isn't it? It's in our hands. If enough people get on board, like I say, if I had enough members, I wouldn't need 10,000 subscribers. If I had 300-400 members, I could keep this going every month and invest in it. If I don't, so that's the goal. Like, I'd love to have 500 to 1,000 members. I would be doing really well. In fact, I would be doing so well, I could actually start giving back to my members as well. Run incentives every single week or every single month and actually give physical money back to my members. That's what I'd love to do, but I can't do that until I can't give any serious money away until I get to 1,000 members. But even if I had 300 members, I could start doing little incentives, and then eventually as the membership goes up, I can start doing massive incentives, £500 in a month going into someone's pocket. Just, that would be amazing. It would help out so many people, just putting a camera in the sky and getting a capture that's just better than the others. Why can't we do that for people? Like, if people are going to invest hours into capturing these things, we should reward them. But I have nothing to reward you guys with right now. I need to make 700 just to pay my bills. So once I get past that point, I can then start giving back. And I can do that with about my current views. I can do that with, I need to double the views that I'm doing now to pay my bills. So that's how far behind I am, just to give you guys how hard, an idea of how hard it is to become a YouTuber. I need to double what I'm doing now just to pay my bills. And that's just in views. If all of a sudden I had 300 members today, I'd be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So yeah, I mean, it will come eventually. It does take time. Like, you can't rush these things. I've watched so many YouTubers, and they post about how long it took them to get monetized, and then how long it took them to start building up, and like, it takes people like nearly a year to get monetized. So I can't complain too much. I did it in 5 months. Awesome, Gordon. Look forward to it. Yeah, I mean, I've got a few people that are going to try a few different things, to be honest. I'm so excited for this year. We've all been waiting for it to warm up, haven't we? Like, since January, it's been like, come on. I was talking UFO hunts. I've been talking UFO hunts. It's getting to a point now. We're in March. Sun's starting to peak up. We just need the temperature to pick up just a little bit more, and then we're there. We can make a start, like a proper start. But I just need to grow a little bit by then. That's what I call for. Really, honestly, the members are going to have to carry this subject. If I share on my Facebook group, you guys don't see it straight away. If I share on anyone's Facebook group, it's not seen for a couple of days. If I share on Reddit, I get banned. you know. So there's not a lot I can do myself. Like, if they're watching me, simple as that. It's funny because like I had someone, the guy that took the Surrey videos, he was sharing my stuff on Reddit, and they were keeping it up for about 3 hours, and I could tell I was getting like 1,000, 1,500 views in those 3 hours. Right, I could see the difference in the traffic, and then after 3 hours, I'd get a message from Alex, and he'd say, "Now they've taken it down." Like. They never banned his account, but they just took down my content. and it's just always. I got banned. I had to make three accounts, and I got banned three times. So yeah, that's just Reddit. You know, Facebook won't ban me. It's my own group, but they will make sure that I can't, you know, immediately contact my members and my the people in that group, because they would rather my stuff is delayed and only seen by the few and not by the many. Oh, as an object. Definitely had a UAP there. That's come up from, that's gone behind the building, that's come up from the sky really fast. Yep, that's gone behind the building now. That's 260 yards away, that one. Really just can't go wrong with that. No radar hit on that one, but it's there, it definitely was there. Yeah, if you do create a YouTube channel, you know, to post your videos, just post raw videos. Don't do any edits. Just post raw videos, and then we can slow them down using the YouTube tools, and then we can look at them properly without going over already edited videos. And of course, if you do start a YouTube channel, I will promote you. Just don't be disappointed if you're not getting views and stuff, because A, you will get shadow banned, and B, an aspect, you need to have an entertaining aspect to this topic. You can't just show hockey pucks day in, day out. People will just lose interest naturally. So and also it takes like a good 6 months to a year to get monetized. So it's not something that's easily done, but if you do decide to start a channel, absolutely, I will look at it, I will look at the evidence, and I will promote your channel. Quite rightly so. Of course, if you get a membership as well and you join the Discord server, you will have access to some really cool minds all in one place. You can actually promote your own business on there, promote your channel on there. You can download all the evidence and show it on your channel. There's so much you could do. Fair enough, Gordon. And of course, yeah, I'll just make this point. If you're going to make a channel, if anyone's going to make a channel, you've got to have credible stuff on there. Otherwise, I won't look at it. Or at least I won't show it. So, yeah. Oh, we just had another object then. That was quick. That was really quick. Again, it's come out from behind that bush, and it's got really close, really fast. It's like they've adjusted a little bit now, and they're no longer these clear hockey puck, but more these blurry, tiny little objects. It's quite mad, isn't it? They're not fooling anyone. They're not fooling me anyway. I'd love for you guys to just show yourselves right at the camera. The old radio detector's been quiet for a long time now. Just plug her in so that she's charging. God, just as well. Just as well, I caught that in time. My phone's on 9% battery. So let's see if it holds out. If it does suddenly die, folks, it's because my phone's decided to die and it's not getting the charge that it needs. But I have it plugged in now, so we should be all right. Touch wood. Where I've had to now plug this radio detector in, I'm having to charge the phone from my laptop. So again, that's why I'm saying I don't know if it will have the right charge that it should have. Oh Christ, it's gone down to 3% now. Right. Which means I need to consider what I'm doing with this setup, because I need an extra plug. Which means... Oh, actually... There's always a way. Oh, bloody hell, my mic was turned off. Would you Adam and Eve it? How we doing, Debs? Good to see you. Cheers for that, Gordon, mate. Honestly, I don't know why my mic would suddenly be off on my phone, because I've never turned it off, but there you go. Welcome back, and if you just tuned in, we've got a radio detector underneath the camera. We have been getting some K-band hits today. I can tell you what it is, Nathan. I can tell you exactly what it is, my man. I mean, it's just a normal radar detector that you would use to determine when speed cameras were in front of you. But the one I'm using is A6 car radar detector, long range laser detector with 360-degree protection, voice alerts and speed camera alerts. There you go. If you just put radio detector, or if you put radar detector into Amazon, it will give you a whole bunch of them that you can pick from, between sort of 10 and 25 quid. So I went for the middle range, and I went for one that was £15, and yeah, it's doing the job. I just needed to get lucky. These car radio detectors, they come with a in-car charger, which is no good if you want to be mobile with it. So I mean, there is a charging port on the side, and it just so happened that in my leads box I found a lead that manages to power this thing up. Oh, K-band. Did anyone see it? I'm just going back over it now to see if I can find the object. It would have been either just before the radar hit went off or just after, right? I saw the refocus. Just a blip, man. Just a blip. Come on! I want the close-up. We need the close-up. Oh, what was that? Do you know what I need to do? I need to get my headset on. I need to get my headset on, and I need to play the volume through my headset so that I can clearly hear it without giving you guys feedback. And then that will help me. It'll help me hear what I'm meant to be doing, right? Yeah, cool. I've got my headset on now. I tell you what, just to see that bird go past, and thank God that the radio detector doesn't go off for birds. This would be a nightmare. Yes, it would be better, my man, it would be better. So I'm going to see if I can connect my phone through OBS, and then maybe I can show 2 cameras. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Robert only shows 1 camera at a time, though, right? So he can show you 1 angle and then he can show you another angle. To do it live, I would need something set up to have 2 cameras running live on this live stream. Interesting. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Just going to see, just opened up OBS to see if there's an option to play a camera from a phone and show it on my OBS. But I don't know why the leads are freaking out. Add display capture. Nice, man. Yeah, Gordon, you'll do all right out of that setup, buddy. To be fair, tripod, radar detector. Yeah. Right, I can do it. I can do it. It's just I could record live, and then I could have my webcam set up so that it's just looking at my radio detector and the actual phone that's recording outside, and then I would know that if anything came close to the lens, or at least came close to the camera, I'd have a camera to back up what we're seeing here. But you know, like nothing would be close to the lens in that moment, so anything we caught on camera could be backed up with a video that's not seeing anything by the lens here. So I could do that. Multiple angles, yes, of course we need multiple angles, but I'm in a very small window here. I'm not going to get multiple angles unless I start filming out there. But we're going to do that anyway. When we do the UFO hunts, we're going to do that anyway. We're going to have probably 10 cameras out in one area. Yeah, so you know, like I did the cigarette butt sticking off the windowsill to give me point of reference. I just need to point my webcam towards the window so that I can show you guys it's nothing close to my lens, you know. Yeah, yeah. But the problem is we're talking about small objects moving incredibly fast. No one's really fussed about something the size of a fly. Even if I prove to the people that there's, you know, it's not near the lens, it's all the way over there, people just go, yeah, whatever. It's not a flying saucer hovering over my house, so why should I care? Do you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. But we need it for scientists. The scientists have got all the evidence they could possibly need. They've got radar hits, they've got point of reference, they can even determine that these things are flying at, you know, 10,000 feet in the air or 20,000 feet in the air. They're up there with the planes, but it's still not disclosed. You know, they've got it all. It's not like Robert over in the custodian file. It's not like he's not emailing people within the science community. They are watching. They're just not giving him much of a response in terms of like, oh wow, that's we need to go public with this. We need to fund this department. We need to, you know, it's just not really going anywhere. Time 4:45. I've got the feeling it's gonna pick up soon. I looked at it this morning and it was looking lively, but I was just in the middle of making a video and I didn't want to stop to go live, so I literally made the video and then I went live straight away. But then the rain started and it got a little bit. It won't. That's the thing. It won't though, mate, because people like, oh my god, scary, in your face. You know, whether it's fake or real, it's called clickbait. So they are tempted in. They'll get clickbaited in, and this is what it's like, man. Look at again. I know this is a live stream. We are. How many minutes are we in? We're quite a few minutes into this live stream, right? So I'll say it because the chances are they ain't going to look at this for long. And they're not going to listen to this for an hour. But look at Ben at Casper Sight's last 2 videos. Yeah, he's got over 800k subscribers. Look at his last 2 videos, right at the start of the videos. He must have watched my rant video or something, because the Sunday video he did, he was like, he started it by saying, look, it's Sunday, I don't care if these are real or fake, let's go. And he just goes into it, right? Fine, that's fine. And then the next video he did, he pretty much did the same thing, but the headline was top 5 UFO videos you must see, or in fact, let me just have a look now and see what he actually used as his titles there. Again, no one's going to be watching this live stream for an hour to give a shit about what I'm saying, so I'll happily say it. But just go on to Casper Sight's channel here. Okay, so he did one 2 days ago, but the one 3 days ago, top UAP sightings every enthusiast needs to know about. And then he starts the video with, these could be CGI, it could be AI, I don't know. So why would every top UAP enthusiast need to know about that if he's showing potentially, more than likely, fake shit? You know? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, he openly admits it. The paranormal one, cops capture the scariest paranormal footage. And he starts that video with the same thing. Look, these are probably fake. Why bother then? Why even bother? But it's an entertainment factor, you know, it's a clickbait factor. And the fact that he is quite entertaining means that he's never going to fail. He's never going to fail if he continues to do what he's doing. But he's also never going to show too much of the truth as well. And that's, yeah, this is the problem, isn't it? And when people don't show the truth, everything becomes bullshit. Everything we show, everything Robert does, the logic goes out the window. It goes out the window. And this is why, when I say they damage disclosure by playing such things, it's not to spite them or because I'm jealous and I want the viewers or any of that. It's because of the programming they're doing, the programming to the greater public. Well, either they can't handle it or they can't understand it, Gordon. Absolutely, mate. Take that out of the film Pulp Fiction, which, by the way, I love that film. So you can see the battle, can't you? You can see why it's a pain in the arse. No one wants to know. No one wants to even touch this subject because it's just not entertaining. Not going to draw in the footage. There's going to be too many doubters. That people will lose subscribers for claiming it's anything but. You know. And as much as I need to make my money and pay my bills, and that's all I'm really looking to do is just pay my bills. I don't think I'm going to get massively rich off of this. But if I could just pay my bills, I'd be so happy because I'm doing the one thing that matters most to me. You know, like that's it. And the programming's got to stop. So I'm going against the programming. Yep. Well, we are definitely amongst the first, and well, I mean, Robert's been doing this 7 years. He's got over 11k subscribers, right? Nearly 12k. And you would have thought by now someone would have picked up on this and gone, right, we need to look at this. You know? So, do I want to be doing this for the next 7 years? No. No, I don't want to be looking at dots on a screen for the next 7 years. That's why I'm going a little bit harder. I'm being a little bit more stubborn and a little bit more abrupt with my words and what I'm saying, and I don't mind calling out people because at the end of the day I don't want to be sat here 7 years down the line with no progress. I really don't. But it is going to take all of us collectively, you know, share the videos, do the research, do your own, like record your own videos, send them in, have someone properly analyse the video, okay? Never send in your video to someone who's just going to shit on it. Always send it in to someone who's actually going to work it properly. E.g. myself, Robert, or anyone who does this topic and knows what they're looking for. But yeah, don't send them to Bennett at Casper site because he just won't show them. And I think a few people have already tried. You know, a few people have already emailed him and said, look, you know, check this out. Has he shown it? Has he? Fuck. You know, has he? F. I will do. I will do, Debs. Thank you. There is so where you're, if you're looking at the bottom of the camera where them trees are, there is a small road behind them bushes, behind them trees. So it could be that something was passing in that moment as well. So you just got to be careful. But I will look at it because we had a UAP come from that bush yesterday, and it didn't even fly through. It didn't even go round the tree. It just went straight through it. It come straight out the other side. It was amazing. Oh, without a shadow. Oh, I know they're playing with me, Debs. I know they are. These things are. You should you should have seen the very first live feed I did today. I got 3 radar hits within 15 seconds of me turning the camera on. And I only saw one of them with my own eyes, but I was so busy trying to focus the camera and get it set up. And they knew it as well. They knew I was just setting up, and the camera was all wobbly. The radar was just going nuts, and then it just stopped. Do you know what I mean? They're little buggers. But one day soon, we will capture. I believe, I firmly believe, if the dragon are going past me, which they are, I firmly believe we will end up with a saucer one day, and we will capture the capture. It's only a matter of time. As long as we're in the right flight path and we're capturing them on a daily basis, I do believe one day something will visit these little things, or something will happen, and I'll capture it. And I'll show it, and it won't go viral, and that will still be. It'll just be the norm, the normal stuff. This is what This is what I've learned over the last few months with this topic. It just doesn't get. It's either people don't share it, or people just really just don't. They just don't know what they're looking for when they do see it. So it's quite hard, isn't it? It's quite hard to tell the world that something the size of a thumbnail is zipping through the sky at 2,000 miles an hour, and for them to accept it. I mean, it's not the easiest challenge in the world. Let's just say that. Thanks, Deb. Yeah, I mean, it take a little bit of time for people to get their head rounds. I think a lot of people automatically just go back into the mindset of, nah, that must have been a bug. You know, like they'll watch a couple of clips where they've got point of reference, they've got the radar hits, and they're like, oh wow, look at that. And then a day or two will pass, and they'll see the same object with no point of reference, and they'll just go, nah, that's not a UAP. And they'll forget that it's the same object, the same size, the same shape, same travelling speed. They just, because they don't have the point of reference, they can't say, yeah, that's the same object, or it's the same similar object. So it's down to perception, isn't it? Down to perception. Yeah, we've just got to band together, keep sharing the evidence, keep taking the videos, keep sending them in, and eventually we'll be a force to be reckoned with. What I'd like to see is a couple of hundred members, all of us gathering at different times of the year, and the idea is right. The idea is we start gathering in small groups and recording the skies. People around us will then become interested. They'll go, what the hell have these guys just turned up in this field, in this park, in this public walkway, and they're filming the skies? What's going on? They'll come and ask questions. Dog walkers, anyone who's around, they'll come and ask questions. And that's when awareness spreads, because we can then say, look, we've been recording UFOs for months up here. They'll go, really? Let's see. And then you explain and you talk them through what's happening in the moment. So look, they're small, they're travelling this fast, they're giving this radio frequency, they look this shape, this size, seen in all countries. And eventually, you'll get enough people get on board with this. But you have to explain it, like face to face, there and then. It's so easy on the internet to just click off a video and go, nah, bored of that, you know? But if you're there in a group filming the skies, people will start questioning what the hell you're doing. Most would think you're just nuts, yeah, until you show them the evidence, you know? So my plan would be to sit in the field with a group of people, cameras, tripods, the lot, and then when people come up to us and say, well, what am I seeing? I go, well, look, here's the laptop here, take a look at this, you know, and explain where the objects come from, different angles we've got on it. I guarantee you they subscribe when they start filming. I guarantee you, because it's some crazy stuff that people just don't realise. Yes, Debs, get in there. And like I say, we're going to go up geared to the max as well. You know, I'm going to have Karen with me. I'm going to have her friend with me. I'll have you with me as well, Deb. Hopefully, quite a few people that have a way of communicating with these things and calling them in. I feel like we're going to get some amazing stuff, and I can't wait. Not only what we're going to see, but what we're going to hear as well. What we're going to hear over the cameras. I feel like it's going to be some amazing stuff. Honestly, I can't wait to do it. I think the first meeting I'm looking to do a local one to me. Maybe by the end of May. I'm just waiting for it to warm up a bit. I'd like it to get a bit lighter in the evenings as well. It's like 7 o'clock time, nice bit of sunshine still, so we can make full time of the day. We do. We need the right thoughts, the right processes around us, you know, when we do this. So I'm going to call in the heavies. I'm going to call them the heavies. And it will just be a couple of females, look cute as anything, look like they couldn't do anything to anyone. But it's all up there in the mind. Cool, Gordon. Yes, mate. Sounds good to me. But you're talking about radio frequencies, right? Or just frequencies in general? Because frequencies that affect our bodies aren't necessarily radio frequencies. They are just a type of frequency that we give off. Exactly. You know, this, as far as I'm concerned, this topic is all about frequencies and vibrations. Vibrations and frequency. And radio, right, yeah, so although we can pick them up on a radio frequency, I think it's different to the frequencies that are also in relation to this topic. It's very hard to describe, but like chakra healing, for example. Chakra healing will send tone down your body, and the tone will generate a frequency which will trigger certain things within your body to do, right? And that's not a radio frequency, that's a tone played by an instrument, you know? So I'm not too sure how to distinguish the two. Like I said, I'm not a scientist. but that's the kind of frequencies that these things are involved with. It just so happens that they set off an X and K band frequency as well. They probably set off more than we know. We just only have detection equipment for certain things. Like, you know, it's a weird one. I wish I understood what I was trying to say. But I don't. This is where the group meetups will be great, because we could light a barbecue up and just have chats, you know, and chat about stuff, and it'll probably be the most deepest conversation in the area of all time. Like, if sometimes I get into conversations with Karen and it just goes on, and we end up trying to work out the bloody universe, honestly. Just going to make a quick call. First of the year. Oh, KA band. Got a radio hit then. Did anyone see it? Tell me. I'm on the phone, so I didn't see it. All right then. Love you, buddy. Oh. Tell me, guys. Tell me. Was that a KA band? Was that? Yeah, so every crystal has a frequency, a specific frequency that it gives off, okay? Now, those crystals are important, really important, because it's the frequencies that those crystals give off. They are the frequencies that are used by UFOs. Does that make sense? And I think they use those frequencies to travel, as crazy as that sounds. I know that the ones from like space, they use like a star map. So they will enter the same way, they will enter and leave exactly the same way. Yes, yes, it does. Amethyst, yeah. So there are different things you can do to resonate the crystal, so to speak. I mean, what Karen did was she buried all the crystals of the chakra in order directly down the center of her garden, equally spaced out. And yeah, she's opened up some kind of portal because she gets UAPs going through quite often. Quite often. And it's a strange one, guys. It's a strange one. And this is what makes me think that, like we see certain UAPs hovering around certain areas. It makes me think like there's some crystals under the ground or something they're trying to get to, or something that they know is there and they're using that frequency to communicate maybe with something else, or I don't know. It's so beyond our understanding. But there's definitely something in it with these crystals. Definitely something in it. And if you think about it, crystals naturally they're made for the ground. They are meant to be in the ground, in the earth. Definitely, definitely peculiar. Everyone's googling crystals now. They're like, "What the hell is he talking about?" Trust me, guys. There is not a myth. There's some truth to it. It's definitely very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. I'm not sure whether the Egyptians, like, they obviously had pyramids, right? And I believe those pyramids were, like, they were there to house, I think, extraterrestrials, okay? Maybe ones that weren't allowed to be, maybe ones that couldn't quite sustain life outside in our atmosphere, so they were placed, maybe they were transported, or crystals were used so that these things could move directly into the center of the pyramids, so that they could sustain themselves there and talk to us humans. I think that was probably what they were used for. They seem more like transport devices than they are anything else. And if you look at the alignment of the pyramids, they align up to, I think, Orion's belt, right? And start in certain constellations. And that is not a mistake. It's very precise. Orion's belt is coming from a few sources now. It's home to at least two ET civilizations, one good and one bad. When I released the second part of the interview with Karen, she mentioned this, and on the same night, funnily enough, on the Jesse Michaels podcast, he had someone on there that also mentioned Orion's belt. So this all happened on the same night, guys. And I didn't plan it with those guys. It's what happened. We both just said the same thing on the same night, and you start connecting the dots, and you realise that there's got to be something to it. It's just got to be something to it. Selenite, yep. Cat's Whisker Radio. No, I've never heard of Cat's Whisker Radio, man. What's going on, MB? Have you been emailing me, have you? What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Yes, you have been emailing me. Oh, bless ya. Oh, that's from my roof. That's from my bushes. Oh, bless you, MB. Was that the one that gave the radio hit by any chance? It's very faint, isn't it? Yeah. Richie, if you're in the chat channel, mate, I've just done one of your videos tonight and I've put you down as an anomalous viewer, but I will mention your name because I feel like everyone that captures a UAP should claim their UAP, right? They should claim it as their own capture. It shouldn't be hiding themselves in case the Men in Black turn up. Let's be honest. If the Men in Black were going to show up, they would have shown up at my house last summer. When I showed that compelling video, they would have been like, "What? What's this guy doing showing our capabilities?" Yeah, they didn't show up. And I welcome them to as well. I got many questions for the Men in Black. Many. I don't think they're going to show up at my door though. Unless, you know, I've tried. I've recently shown a star map as well on the interview, and that would be enough to get the Men in Black at my door, and they haven't shown up. Quite disappointed, to be honest. I thought that was going to be the deal breaker. Me showing that star map, I thought that would be the deal breaker. Maybe if I show it more often, they'll show up. You know? I don't want to have to give away all their big secrets, you know. Oh, it's so annoying, isn't it? We can find out more, guys. We can find out more. MB, I saw that Robert, Custodian File, played one of your videos today. Good stuff. It was that one close to the plane, wasn't it? That dragon that was already by the plane's wing. Awesome stuff. Do you ever get any weird looks where you're filming, or do you just film and not really pay attention to anyone else? Yeah, he posted a few hours ago, MB. It's up on there. It's just the one you sent me, I think, a week ago, roughly. But the milk has arrived, so I can make coffee. I'll be right back. National Sleep Day. Apparently it's National Sleep Day tomorrow, so you know the drill, guys. Pyjamas on. Oh, thank you, MB. I will. Been dying for this coffee now for a while. I went to make coffee a few hours ago and realised I ran out of milk, so I had to wait for the better half to get home and get some milk. And she's done the deed. Funnily enough, though, Mrs. E.T. doesn't believe in all this stuff. She just feeds me the coffee. I'm trying to get her on board, guys. I'm trying to get her on board to do more of my recordings and editings and stuff, but you know, she's not there yet. All in good time, though. All in good time. Nice bird shot there. We had two birds going back to back there. Garden deck chair, eh? That's probably the best place you could record from is your bum, right? Nothing worse than holding a camera and looking up into the sky and getting a bloody neck ache when you could just be on a sun lounger or a chair or something and just relax, you know? Bless you, Deb. That's all right. I ain't gonna lie. I've done a few videos where I've had a decent top half and a really not so decent bottom half, you know? Just a good job I haven't gotten up during them videos. Just depends what time of day it is. So if ever I put a video out and it's like early morning and I'm like, good morning, guys, there is a high chance that I'm dressed but I've got slippers on. You know? Like, um, it's the beauty of working remotely, I guess. Oh, K-band? Where's the K-band at? Oh, where did it come from? Oh, balls. Didn't have my headset on, did I? So I couldn't hear it. Like, cheers, Nathan. It's all gone quiet now, guys. I'm just concentrating. Come on, UAP. What, on the radar hit, Debs? I'm gonna have to go back over this live footage and clip out the ones with the radar hits that we can see. Okay. Just visually. you know what? Tomorrow morning, guys, heads up, tomorrow morning I am going to go live first thing in the morning, because the only thing I haven't really done is early morning recording, and I appreciate it's really late in the night for the US, but you know, we've got to try and get it out. We've got to try and get it out there when we can, and I feel like the UAP are around in the mornings. Same with the bugs; they come out nice and early. So let's see if we can change things up a little bit. Maybe we get better luck as well. It's nowhere near the same activity I was getting the other day though. You might start seeing some little lights, like flickers of light. It looks like it might start raining a little bit. We'll see. It's the odd raindrop coming down. Thanks, Gordon, mate. Appreciate you, buddy. And I think people will start coming home from work soon, so we'll start getting a whole new crowd coming in a minute. And for those that have just joined us, tonight I'll be doing Tic Tac UFOs and pencil UFOs. We've got quite a few clips coming from some viewers, so I have made a video for tonight and that will be out. Oh really? Typical, isn't it? Typical. Tree to ground. Okay. Just going to give the lens a quick wipe. Attention please, You're joking. I gave the lens a wipe and then the bloody radar detector goes off. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna wipe it again. I'm wiping it again. No, it's not. It's not. It's not me giving the radio frequencies off. I can tell you that. You know what? I'm going to just turn the volume right up on the K band or on the radio detector. I'll just turn the whole thing off now. So. There we go. It's nice and loud.
Attention, please. K-band.
You're joking. Here we go. I mean, is this detector really... I mean, it says 800 meters, right? And that's beyond them trees. Them trees are 260 yards away. Just doing some radio band frequency homework while we're just recording. Okay, what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to just adjust the camera and just come out of zoom a little bit. Okay, so we've got more of the sky, more of everything. How is that?
Attention please. KA ban.
Where? Where's that come from? Why am I getting radio hits? I'm not seeing objects. I mean, there were several birds going across them. And they can, I know they can mimic, but that was a good bird. You know, like, I don't know if that was. Hmm. Nice bit of sky up there, actually. See if I can go full zoom. Just take it above the buildings there. Let's see if we can get a nice bit of sky with just a tree line on the edge there. Look at that. And they don't normally, the camera doesn't normally behave well when we're not getting the buildings in, but it is this time, so I'm going to go with that. Let's go with that for a little while, see what happens there. Nice bit of sky. Wouldn't it be nice if we had a UAP zip past that nice bit of sky there, eh? I'm going to just make sure that radio detector is nicely up there as well. Pointing in the right direction. I know it's got a 360 band like on it. It can cover every area, but I just want to make sure it's pointing up at that clear sky, which it is. Now that's, you know, anything that shows up behind the trees but in the sky should be just in range. I don't think anything way up there will be in range of the detector, but you know, depends how close to the camera these things get. Oh, there you go, that was one. That was one. Just above the tree line, it was just a flicker, very fast. So Susu, if you go onto Amazon and just type in radar detector, it will give you a bunch of options, and these are little devices that you'd normally put in your car, and it would tell you when the speed camera is coming. Okay, obviously I'm not sat in the car, so I've had to find a lead that will power the device, and there is a couple of options. It gives you two sockets which you can power the device. So you just got to find the correct lead, put it in there, plug it into your mains, and then you've got your radar detector. And then you just need to have it near wherever you're going to decide to film from. If you're planning to do this outside and you can't be indoors, then you need to have a whole setup. A car battery so that you can power the thing, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you just order one, you'll see on the pictures there'll be two holes on the side of each device, and they're plug-in ports. But you just need to get the correct leads to power them up, and they're easily obtainable as well. You've probably got a box of leads in your house somewhere that will fit. So that bird's just taking my focus out then. Yeah, so just to give you an idea, I spent £15 on this one. They range between sort of £10 and £100, depending on how good you want it to be. But we don't want anything with a stupidly long range, because then you'll start picking things up. Unless you're pointing directly at the sky. Ideally, you want just a frontal one. You don't want one with a 360 detection, because that, again, you're going to start picking things up that aren't on the camera. I've grabbed a 360 one, which probably hasn't helped, but you know, it is what it is. As long as I get the object and the radar hit, I don't care. Come on, UAP. No, no, my phone doesn't give a radio hit. There's a mobile phone. I'm sticking it in front of the camera now. Yeah, Motorola, and it's not going off. The radar is not setting it off. You've got to remember as well, the way Robert's camera is set up in a Marina del Rey, he's got it on a tripod.
Attention, please.
Oh God, I haven't got bloody focus and the bloody thing's going off. Yeah, he's got it set up on the tripod, so he's got his radar detector attached to his phone, or to his cameras. And yeah, they only go off whenever he gets objects going through the sky. So, but then he's filming over a marina, and he's got a big arse sky there, and there's no chance of him picking up anything else. Anything that's produced in a signal. So yes, speed cameras are one of those things that produce a signal.
Attention please.
Hang on.
Countdown.
I think we just had something dark right across the centre of the screen. I'm just checking it now, guys. Yes, it did. It flew right up. Correct. And it first appeared in the centre of the screen and it flew up into the sky. It's only there for 2 frames, so it went mega fast. Really, really fast. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. And that was 1 minute 36 approximately. That's fine. I'm just going to make a note. Oh shit, it's going off again. Oh, they're messing with me. 136. I mean, that's the first really clear. Oh, it's going off again. Do you think they're flying lower? Do you think this is why I'm missing them? Because they're flying lower? You know what? I know I was trying to respect privacy but not catching the windows and stuff. But bugger it. I think they're flying really low. And we still got the tree line, yeah? We still got a bit of sky. Oh, I just got to go lower. Just want it right on the tree line there. That's it.
Attention please.
Oh,
Countdown.
here we go again. That was a bird, no? I mean, the bird came into view before that went off, to be fair.
Attention please. Countdown.
How's it going, Dee? Yeah, we're just trying to film a little bit lower this time, less sky. I feel like we're missing UAP. We've just caught one with a decent radar hit, clear as you like. Went way too fast. I could only see it in 2 frames, and it was going up into the sky. So it's trial and error. So I've just kept it so we've just got the tree line there, but the majority of what we're filming is the buildings here, and we're just going to see what we can do. These things are getting a little bit evasive, and I feel like, you know what, I feel like we're zoomed in too much even.
Attention please. K-band.
It's kicking off. The moment I touched that zoom, then it went. Something happened. No, it's not a car. You can hear cars because there's a road to the side of me, but there's a brick wall in the way. You know, like there's no cars right down below me, and the only cars that you can see are the ones in front, actually in the shot. Also, Sue, you've got to understand that these things are made to be in cars. So if cars were to set them off, they'd be going off in people's cars every few seconds, you know? Was that on the last radio hit, Debs? The 4 white flashes. I do feel a bit guilty about getting too close to people's homes, so I'm going to just leave it like that, just a little bit higher up. We've got about just over an hour left of sunlight, which is good. It's all good. We'll keep recording. Yeah, I mean, look, we've been sat here for 3 hours before, and that radio detector did not go off once, and then all of a sudden, boom, it starts going off like mad. So, yeah, I mean, we're only going to be getting 8% of the time, okay? So when Robert says 8% of his captures, he gets radar hits. You know, he's recording quite a few times. He's getting quite a few captures before he gets that radar hit. So, yeah, we're not going to get it on every single one, but honestly, like, it's only a matter of time before we get a really close UAP, and that radar just goes off the hook, you know, and that's what we want. Yeah, and I think it's busier in the early hours of the morning as well, to be honest, Susu. Seems to me like it's just perfect timing some certain times of the day. Mind you, when I first started doing this, between 11 and 2, especially when the sun was out, it was crazy, absolutely crazy out there. Just go back over the first live streams that I did. I didn't have the radio detector, unfortunately, at that time, but geez, we had some really good hockey bucks, real close ones as well. Please share the link as well, guys. Please share on your Facebooks, on Reddit, on all the social media platforms. Just share the live feed that we're doing right now, and you know, we might gain some more interest from people. We might get more people that have got more ideas, that are willing to get involved, do some radio detecting themselves, record the skies, send the evidence in. That's what it's all about. Let me just share on X, eh? Let's see if anyone would be interested on X to come and take a look at this stuff.
Attention, please.
Oh.
K-band. Oh, that time there was movement behind the tree on the left-hand side there, but I couldn't see what it was. It was the only thing that was moving in that moment. Yeah, guys, just make sure when you, if you do rewind back through the evidence or through the footage and you want to just come back to the live, just pull the bar all the way to the end there and you'll come back to the live shot. Attention, please. K-band.
Oh, here we go again. In fact, guys, I just realised if you actually click the live button next to the volume, so when you go back through the video, that live button goes a different colour. So, like now, I'm going to just go back to 10 seconds ago to see that radio hit. If you click the live button, it takes you straight back to the live feed.
you see that, guys? So right where the volume button is, it's got it says live next to it on the right hand side. You just click that lettering live if you decide to go back through the feed, and it will take you straight back to where we're at. That's cool. Do you know what? I just figured that out, the live thing. I didn't even know about that. So I'm going to start using that more often myself.
Attention please, K-band.
This is starting to do my head in now. Couldn't see that one. Could not see that one. I'm just stood up now at the window wondering if there's a different area that I could be pointing the camera to. Because I'm picking up radio hits, but I don't know where they're coming from all the time. Oh, Debs, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I think the older generation definitely knew a little something or two about this topic. You know, they would have experienced things that would have been unexplainable, and they definitely wouldn't have spoken about it to many people, because back then it was just considered a no-go area. You just don't talk about this stuff. And my dad was the same. A few other people had similar experiences, just couldn't talk about it. And now it's just more accepted, you know, like the weird and strange. Really nice bit of sky over there.
Attention please, K-band.
It's kicking off again.
K-band.
What's going on? Guys, I'm a little bit confused here. We're getting so many radio hits. I'm not seeing the objects. And this shouldn't be picking up that many hits. I'm almost tempted to say that we potentially have some invisible craft going past, because there's no chance that this thing should be going off as often as that. Yeah, even if someone was playing with a radio frequency somewhere, it's not been going off all day like that.
Attention please. K-band.
Mate, they're fucking with me. Where are they? Are they higher up in the sky or lower down?
Attention please. K-band.
Another one. I don't know where this thing's. I don't know where these things are. Right, I'm gonna change.
Attention please.
I'm gonna
K-band.
again. They're around here somewhere, guys. I'm gonna move the camera. I don't know where they are, but they're around here somewhere. Right, let's try this little gap here.
Attention please. K-band.
Got to be kidding me. Where are you, suckers?
I'm tempted to go a step further and actually put the camera outside my window. I don't really know what else to suggest here. I've got to try and find these things. Also, just going to mention this, by the way, folks. I think I'm trying to be encouraged not to do this because I've lost 5 subscribers since I started my live feed today. Like, people either find this boring or something's telling me not to do live feed because I seem to be losing subscribers throughout the day. I'm not too sure what's going on. I couldn't give 2 fucks. I'm doing this because so for anyone who involved with the research, support the channel. But I just thought I'd let you guys know what I'm dealing with here. So I started the day on 2,817 subscribers and I'm down to 2,813 subscribers. I'm glad you're finding this frustration entertaining, Deb. I'm going to capture these things. I'm determined. I'm telling you. I'm not letting this go at all. Right. I don't think we're going to catch anything there. We've held it there a few minutes. Not seeing nothing. Let's try the other way.
Attention please. K-band.
I've got the K-band straight away then. Do you think they're over to my left instead of my right? Yeah, 5 peeps left.
Attention please.
Since I started streaming today. It's like YouTube are basically saying, look, we don't want you doing this, and we're going to start nipping subscribers off every hour that you're doing it. This is the feeling I get. And look, it's not the most entertaining. So it's probably people just got no patience, and also. Oh, was that a bird? Bloody hell, it's quick. Might have been a bird, that one. Hey, Beats is a member. Come on. Honestly, we don't even need 10,000 subscribers. If I get 300 members, we're good. We are good to go, honestly. We can be a small channel and still make enough to run incentives, to get people camera equipment. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to pay my bills and supply people with the right equipment to get this research done, okay? And I want to get people involved that have the time as well and the interest. So I mean, these are UFO researchers or people that want to see UFOs, Deb. So that's the only reason why they originally subscribed to my channel in the first place. But you can see the level of patience that people have. They, if they don't like what they're seeing, they unsubscribe. And then if I don't like what people are saying in the comments, apparently I'm not allowed to have an opinion. It's a catch-22, right? So I just let them go, and yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know what I'm up against, so you can see what the pushback's like. And the pushback comes from people just as much as it comes from organisations. So yeah, we've just got to be a little bit aware of what's going on, is all.
Like, I'm not fussed. If I lost 100 subscribers today, I'd be like, gutted. But at the same time, that's 100 people that really don't have a critical brain, so that's fine. But I just feel like YouTube knock them off as well. Because I've had people go, why am I not subscribed? And I'm like, I don't know. You're the one who has to click the button. Yep, I started the, what are we on? Thursday?
Attention please. K-band.
K-band.
Attention please. K-band. Attention please. K-band.
Are you having a laugh? Why am I not seeing these? I just got, oh, I did. Oh. Man, that's super quick.
Attention please. K-band. Attention please. K-band.
Double hit.
Attention please. K-band.
Right, they are messing. They are messing with me right now. We shouldn't be getting that many radio hits. Like, you guys know, okay, you've been watching the stream for a couple of days now. Yesterday, like, I didn't get a radio hit for like 3.5 hours.
K-band.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We got one.
Attention please. K-band.
It's just kicking off, guys. It's just kicking off. These objects are moving so fast. And that's why we're struggling to see them. But on the odd occasion, I'm seeing them. Just stark reminder, members, please join. Go on to discord.com and register, and then let me know your Discord name, and I'll get you into the server. That way you guys can just upload your evidence straight to the Discord server, and if I want it, I can download it and just show it on the channel. Easy as that. You can also talk to me and Robert Custodian File directly. John at Latchkey. That one was quick. Wow, that one was really quick. That's insane.
Attention please. Came down.
I'm running out of plug sockets here. I am running out of plug sockets. The camera's bouncing around. I'm just trying to figure out where I can plug this in so that I don't lose my live feed. But my oh, hang on, here's an idea. Plug that one in there, and then this one is plugged into there. Ah, we're good. I'm just trying to work out how to charge my laptop, my phone, and keep the radio detector on at the same time. But they've sorted it now. Right, done. Push that out there. Get the radio in position. So look guys, we know cars don't set these off, okay? Otherwise they'd be going off all over the place. There could be someone messing with radio signals within one of these homes, and each time that they mess with the signal we're picking it up. But that's very unlikely. Very unlikely. Also, like I say, we've been recording for several hours before with no radio hits, and then all of a sudden, like now, we're just getting hit after hit. So I'm a little bit confused. I feel like we've captured a few UAP. We definitely 100% have at least two where I've captured them and the radar hit's gone off exactly at the right time. And I will be showing one of those tonight on the video that I post, because I've got the exact timestamp. But yeah, this is mad, beyond mad. And please join me tomorrow morning if you're available. I'm going to go live first light, as soon as I'm up, as soon as I can. Hi Lorraine. What? Okay, let me post let me just link you a video. What do you want to see? The radar hits, or what is it you're asking, Lorraine? And I'll provide you a video that's worth watching. So he's not using an app. He's using a radio detector, which is used in cars, like what you just heard then. By the way, guys, that radio hit was a UAP that just came from behind that tree. So this radio detector is detecting UAP from behind that tree. Okay, that tree is 260 yards away from this window. just trying to get this camera a bit steady because the wind's blowing it around a little bit. Okay, so that was 100%. Okay, it was a tiny dot just past the tree, but it was moving too fast to be anything else, and the radar detector caught it right in that moment. So this is working. This is 100% working in my opinion. It's just a case of figuring out whether these objects are behind those trees or whether they're visible. You know, this is it's crazy. It really is crazy. I wonder if I turn the sensitivity down on the detector, whether it will only pick up ones at closer range. But I personally would like to know about the ones even at longer range, even if I can't see them. So. Well, that was a solid capture. So on back to what I was saying, Lorraine, before I got rudely interrupted by the detector there. It's not an app. So I went on Amazon 2 days ago and I ordered a radio detector for cars. And these are the simple little devices you pop on your dashboard and it picks up speed cameras. Yeah, so 20 quid you can pick them up for. Normally they come with in-car chargers, so they're made to be in a car, you know. But I've managed to find a lead which powers it from a power socket, so I can use it in the house. And yeah, I spent £15 on this one. Pulled a lead out of my drawer of leads and managed to get power to it, and it's working absolutely fine.
Attention please. Countdown.
Probably a bit too fine. Oh, just lost another subscriber, down to 2,812. It's great, isn't it, eh? Whoa, what was that? We're getting some movement back there, guys. We are getting some movement. Yep, just had another one zip out from behind that bush, and it was moving quite fast and really erratic as well, sort of going up and down, up and down. Really.
Attention please. Countdown.
All right, Deb, take care of yourself. Another hit then. They're zipping around me. They are zipping around me. We're not getting every single UAP, but they are there. And I feel like even if they're behind that tree line and we can't see them, I'm still picking up the radio hits. Yeah, still going, Jay. Still going, mate. And Jay, funnily enough, you know you're in here now. I was just saying to the ladies in the chat there, I've lost 5 subscribers since I started streaming today. Just to give you an idea. You know, remember when I said to you the other day about the live streams don't seem to be doing anything for my popularity? I've lost 5 subscribers, mate, in 3 hours.
Attention please. Countdown.
Oh yes, that was a good hit though. That was a good hit. Wow, look at that hockey puck, man. What? Hey. And that's a perfect bird mimic as well. Perfect bird mimic, mate. The wings on this thing are way too big for a bird as well. And it gives off it gives off that radio hit, mate. Yeah, if the UAP are testing now, if they're testing me now by coming up looking like birds, it looked nothing like the birds that we just saw a second ago. Similar, but you knew there was something fishy about them ones. It's just funny. It's hilarious. I'll tell you what though, although I'm losing subscribers, I'm gaining members, and that is more important. That is more important. I would be quite happy to just have 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 members than have 3,000 subscribers and 50 members. You know, like, the more members we have, the more of an effort we can put in, because the members will put their money where their mouths are. They'll do the research, they'll supply the research, they'll watch the channel, and I don't need hundreds and hundreds and thousands of views to make ends meet if I've got members, you know, and I can invest in my members as well. So this is all good, man. This is all good. Oh, and another one. Okay, they're moving fast now. I feel like they're moving away a little bit. But there's another one. I feel like they move a bit further back so that they're not so close to me, because, you know, I caught them close captures the other day.
Attention please.
Kicking
Countdown.
off again.
Attention please. Countdown.
Double hit. Oh yes. Oh yes. If anyone was looking for that object, they're coming from that tree line, back of the tree line, really faint, really fast.
Attention please. K-Band. Attention please. K-Band.
It's kicking off again. Yeah, I only get paid for advertisement views, so not for physical views on the video. It's I get paid per 1,000 advert watches. Yeah, I'm not too sure what constitutes as an advert watch. Maybe 30 seconds of an advert.
Attention please. K-Band.
Obviously, once I've got enough members, I will just turn the adverts off because they're a pain in the bum. But while I'm doing this full time, I need to earn something, right? Oh, it's full watch of an ad. Okay, well, I mean, the ads typically last about 30 seconds, right? Between 12 and 30 seconds. So, you know, that's why I say to people, just watch, even just play the video, even if you haven't seen it yet and you're too busy to watch it. Just play the video all the way through, and then just watch it later on. You know. So what a couple of my family members do is they just play my videos while they're cooking dinner
Attention
or
please.
whatever.
K-Band. Attention please. K-Band.
Yeah, on YouTube unless you've got patient a patient audience basically. Everyone starts off watch ads, and then once you grow, you can turn the ads off. Your memberships pay for it, like pay for the time that I'm doing.
Attention please. K-Band. Attention please. K-Band.
Oh, KA band that time. We've been getting lots and lots of objects right at the back by the tree line, and they are zipping through. Really hard to see, but they're moving fast, guys. So this is what we're picking up on. All good, Debs. No panic. I know you said that you were going to join whenever you're good to go. So just ideally by the end of this month, because I want to start running some kind of incentive, even if it's just a very small incentive. You know, I want to get the show on the road. I want people to realise that we're not messing about here. We want to help people, but at the same time, we want to do some research. And hey, if you get a gift voucher, or a little bit of cash in your pocket just for capturing the best capture that week, brilliant. You know, brilliant. Why not? So this particular detector, I'll have to go on to, hang on, let me go over to
Attention please. K-band.
So we get, it definitely does K band and KA band. It also does X band.
Attention. Attention please. K-band.
Frequency bands, KU band, something like that. I'm just going to copy and
Attention please.
let me know if you see anything, guys. I'm just
Attention please. K-band.
we should, like I say, this has been on all day, pointing in the same direction all day. There's no way we should be getting like hits like this. There's no way. If you copy and paste that into your Google search engine, what I've just put in the chat there, that's the one I got. Yeah, 800 yards. Yeah.
Attention please. K-band. Attention please. K-band.
It's just flipping kick off. Why? I don't know why it's kicking off so much.
Attention please. K-band.
I mean, we are getting objects. We are getting the objects hit through with those radio hits. But I think some of them are just moving too fast, or might be in the shadows, or just behind the tree line there, so we're not seeing all of them. But they're there. Yeah, 800 yards is well beyond them trees. So anything that's coming out of that tree line it has an 8% chance, I guess, of giving us a radio hit. But we've had so many radio hits that 8%'s gone right out the window. Probably only be able to keep this going another half an hour tops, guys, and then we're going to run out of sunlight. So yeah, it's definitely not triggered by passing cars. Like I say, it would have to be someone physically messing with like a frequency in their home, and it would only be the homes that the camera's being pointed at, or the ones to the side. You know, the likelihood of that happening is very slim. And I don't know if these signals can pass through walls. I'm pretty sure they can't. You know, brick wall. I don't think they can. You'd have to have a very powerful detector. Let's see what else we can pull out of the woodworks before it gets too dark. So what I'm going to do when this ends, I'm going to just mess around with the positioning of my camera, and then tomorrow morning when I go live again, I will hopefully have this whole positioning thing sussed. I kind of want to still have it facing where we are, because I feel like the UAP are coming from behind those trees. I've been saying it since day one, and we've been seeing a lot of them. So it's just a case of setting it up right.
Attention please. Countdown.
Again, just another hit, trying to see where it is. I can't see. It might be below us, could be just to the side of us, and the radio detector's picking it up.
Attention please. Countdown. Attention please. Countdown. Attention please. Countdown. Attention please. Countdown.
It's just going off and off and off. I'm confused. It's been sat there all day. For the majority of the day, it's been pretty silent, you know, and then all of a sudden, what's going on? You know, we've had a few captures. We've caught a few of these fast movers. At least 3 or 4 now that I can confidently say got the radio hit right on time. And then now we've had quite a few that I just can't pinpoint where these objects are. They could be just below, could be just to the side. The radio detector will pick them up.
Attention please. Countdown.
going to stand at the window.
I'm going to see if I can see anything.
Attention please. Countdown.
From directly on the phone and with my eyesight. And these things are somewhere, and we shouldn't be picking up this many radio hits unless there's a fair few out there. I just can't see it. Slowly losing our light. Slowly but surely. Right on that tree line again. There's going to be a day real soon where we're getting those close captures again, like we were the first few times. I can't wait for when that day comes. I really want to pick up these on a radio hit.
Attention please. Countdown.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That new AP was fast. Yeah, 100% UAP. That one is moving. It is moving. It went right above the tree. Again, really faint because they're quite far away, them ones. I'm going to try and add you now, Beat. So what I always do, I add people as a friend first, and then when you accept the friend request... Oh, it didn't like that.
Attention please. Countdown.
Is it light night twice? One capital, one big? Or is it all just...
Attention please. Countdown.
Cheers, Jay.
Attention
Say hello to Mrs. E.T. everyone. She's in the room. Just come in to see what we're doing. So yeah, this is going off, this radar detector, and we're getting the UAP shoot across these trees. And I've Google mapped it. These trees are 260 yards away from this window, which means an object can't move that fast, that far away, without it being something else. Flies wouldn't move that fast. You wouldn't even capture a fly. Can't see any flies. No bees out there, look at the weather.
Could be the wasp.
Wasps don't move.
Could be a bird.
Yeah.
Could be a dragon.
Attention please. K-Bam.
Could be a magical unicorn.
Could be a bloody unicorn. Tell ya. And you can hear the missus, you know, she finds this entertaining. Okay, friend request sent. Beat. Oh, we just had a UAP, I think. Relatively close UAP.
Attention please. K-Bam.
Just searching that last radio hit there. Apologies, I need to send you a friend request again because I think I sent you a friend request on my other account. So let me just see if I can add you again.
Attention please. K-Bam.
Okay, I've sent you a new friend request to the right account.
Attention please. K-Bam.
coming up as pending. Still coming up as pending, Beats. Just let me know when you've accepted that and I'll add you in. See if I can add you in. Yay, there you go. Right, if you accept that one, B, and I'll you won't see anything straight away, but I'll just add you in as a member once you accept that, and you'll then start seeing everything. No, you don't have to. You don't have to delete the other. That's just my other account. So
Attention please. Countdown.
sometimes I switch between the two. So I've sent you a PM, just a private message with a invite to the Discord server. So just accept that.
Attention please. Countdown. Attention please. Countdown.
Ah, gotcha. Right, and now you are a Salter member. Perfect. So now we'll be
Attention
able to
please. Countdown.
see everything.
Attention please.
A-band this time. Right, what we got?
Attention please. Countdown.
I really need to use the toilet. I've been holding this in now for a while. Be right back.
Attention please. Countdown.
Right, I'm going to give it another 10 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to get on to editing the video for tonight, and I'll get that out probably by 10 o'clock, I would have thought.
Attention please. Countdown.
These guys are just messing with me. I don't know what's going on here. I'm a little bit stumped. I know that we've caught some, definitely.
Attention please. Countdown. Attention please. Countdown.
I mean, it's either these things are cloaked and they aren't showing themselves, or we're capturing lots of UAP behind those trees. Or I don't know.
Attention please. Countdown.
I'm really confused. I'm really confused. Let's just go into the sky a little bit. Let's take that higher, the higher approach here. They could be just going right above my building and I wouldn't even know, you know. I'd have to point the camera right up. Going to leave it like this and just see if we get anything. A little bit more sky, so anything heading upwards at least will capture that. Not a problem at all, and I appreciate you joining as a member as well, getting involved. It's all gonna contribute towards my efforts, honestly. If I can do this without worrying about paying bills, then I can start investing as well into this research and giving back as well. As time goes on, I'd love to be able to set up
Attention please. Countdown.
regular incentives. K-Ban coming up. I knew that was coming up because I've got a 3-4 second delay, but I couldn't see the object still. So now I'm starting to think like we just aren't looking in the right direction. I think they've changed. The first couple of streams, they were going across the camera from left to right, right to left, and they were shooting out from those trees. And then the second lot of streams, they weren't going left to right, they were going more up and down, up and down. And now this stream, they seem to be a lot further back. I'm just going to try it up against that building there. Just see if they're trying to dodge. We've only ever had the corner of that building in view, so just going to see if we can get anything else. Maybe something appears around this building. Just move the camera around a bit. Got a little bit more than just windows here. Be nice, wouldn't it? Actually got a decent amount of light there from changing that view, so I'll just keep it like that for now. We've not run out of light yet, guys. Okay, just to tweak the detector just a little bit. You see what I mean though, right? We're getting all them hits, like one after the other, boom, 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 and now nothing. So it's not something that's naturally occurring or something that's. Oh, here we go.
Attention please. Countdown.
The hell is giving us those hits? Yeah, I mean they're pushing my abilities quite a bit. I'm gonna. I've got an infrared set of binoculars here, recordable ones, but I can't link them up to the computer. Gig micro SD card. Help. USB. Oh, it's just memory. I was just making sure I've got memory in the binoculars there, so if I do record, I can actually. Save it down. Let's see. Okay. Infrared on. And record. I've now got my phone camera on, like, I've got my phone camera on the stand, I've got my recording binoculars underneath, and I've got the radio detector on top. A little bit of a tech stack here. Going to give it 5 more minutes while I've got this going on. We've actually got a decent bit of light down there, but it's dark. It's much darker than it looks. I can't believe the camera's giving off that much light when it's getting that dark, to be fair. It's quite good. Getting a little bit blotchy though where it's getting dark, so. Suddenly gone very quiet, that radio detector. All right, I think we're going to call it there as people are home and we're starting to see people moving around in the homes, and we don't really want to record that stuff. So we'll probably call it there. I'll be back live tomorrow morning first thing, and I'm gonna post a video tonight on the Tic Tac slash pencil UAP that have been recorded over Australia and the UK, I believe, as well. So we're going to look at it all. I can't even get the focus back now. I've moved it. Just getting a little bit too dark. So thanks very much, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you later on, hopefully. Hopefully I'll see you in the morning as well. Take care, everyone.